Hello, welcome in, you guys. We're going to be doing Hesi math. So if you know anybody that's been struggling to pass the Hesi test or the T's test, that's what we're going to be working on today. Thank you for the double taps, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it through the week. 6 more weeks left for me. Hey, us. Welcome, us. Thank you for the roses. All right, so let's talk about this. 4 over 13 divided by 1/4. Oh, thank you, us, so much for the love. Yes, we back. So we're going to change this and flip. So we're going to keep this as 4 over 13. We're going to change this division to multiplication. And then we're going to flip this, and which is called the reciprocal. So we're going to flip it to 4 over 1. And then Sarah said, I'm excited I turned 24 this June. Congrats. Oh, thank you, Missy. I missed you guys as well. Thank you, so much for the peanut. So 4 times 4 is 16. And then 13 times 1 is 13. Good. Now you probably won't have, right? You won't have an improper fraction like this. So we're going to go and we're going to change this to a mixed number. And how you do that is you put your denominator, which just means the bottom number in the fraction, into 16. So 13 goes into 16 one time. Thank you, so much for the love and the gifts. Thank you. So 1 times 13 is 13. We're going to minus this. And 16 minus 13 is 3. And so we have a remainder of 3. And so we put 1 whole and then 3 over 13. And that is our answer. Now, I believe you get to use a basic calculator. Nothing like this. It's like very basic. So, the only way you would be able to, like, it would help, like, if you did 4 times 4, 16, 13 times 1, and you could put this, but it would give you a decimal. So if we put this in the calculator, okay, if you're not good at this, don't get discouraged. You could just put 16 divided by 13. We get 1.23, right? Now, to see which one is equivalent, what we can do is we can do 3 divided by 13. And see how these decimals, oh, sorry, you guys can't see anything, huh? See how these decimals are the same and it has the 1 in front? So we know this would be our answer, if that makes sense. All right, so let's go to number 2. Okay, let's go to number 2. So we have 5/4 times 7 over 2 times 1 over 7. Does anybody see anything we can cancel out first on number 2? Yeah, I was just saying that. This is not a calculator you get to use. It's very basic. Good. People are saying 777. Oh, Steph, congratulations on passing your Hesi on Wednesday. I know that feeling like of relief, of just pure joy. Congratulations. Perfect. So we can cancel out these 7s because 7 divided by 7 cancels. Okay, it goes to 1. So we go 1 here, 1 here. Now we have nothing else we can simplify, so we're going to multiply across. So 5 times 1 is 5, and then 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 1 is 8. And this is our proper fraction. What is the Hesi? It's like healthcare. I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically for some nursing programs, respiratory programs, medical field programs require this test. Grateful for the people. Okay. Oh, you got to retake. It's okay to fail. You just got to retake it, but you can't just retake it. You have to get you a tutor if you need to, but don't ever give up. Remember, these tests are designed unfortunately, to have people retake and retake because they cost money. So remember, this is a money game as well. They're not going to make them easy. Okay. So get a tutor, retake, don't give up. Okay. So 3/4 times 9/4 divided by 5/2. So we're going to first do this first. Okay. We're going to do 3/4 times 9/4. So we're going to do 3 times 9 is 27 over 4 times 4 is 16. Then we're going to drop down our division and do 5/2. Okay. Now, this is keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep this 27 over 16. We're going to change this to its opposite, which is multiply. And we're going to reciprocal. This is called the reciprocal. We're going to flip this fraction, which is 2/5. Now, does anybody see what we can do? What will we do first? Thank you, us, for the gifts. Angel, what time do I go live? It just depends on the day, honey, really, to be honest. Simplify. Good. Cancel out. Thank you for the rose, Vila. Good. So what can I cross simplify? Simplify by the 2. Good. Excellent. So we can simplify by the 2 and the 16. And how we do that is I'm going to divide by 2 and divide this by 2. So 2 divided by 2 goes to a 1, and 16 divided by 2 goes to an 8. Somebody said, this part makes my brain hurt. I know. Now, you don't have to simplify right here, but it just makes it really much easier when you have to change it, like when you have to reduce it, or you won't even have to reduce it because you reduced it here. So 27 times 1 is 27. And then 8 times 5, because remember this crossed out, 8 times 5 is 40. And since the numerator, which is the top number, is smaller than the denominator, we know we're done because it's called a proper fraction. Okay. All right, good. We're just practicing a couple of fractions. Okay. I want to practice a couple of these, get into mixed numbers, dividing mixed numbers, and then proper fractions with whole numbers. All right. And then we'll actually get into some Hesi type of test questions. Okay. That's what we'll do. We already did this before if you were with me, but I did find another test that we can take. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, you guys. Okay. So let's go for number 1. 4/3 divided by 20/3. Can somebody tell me what do we have to do first? Oh, good. Somebody said they love fractions. Somebody went through Kuman. Keep, change, flip. Perfect. Keep, change, and then we're going to flip. So we're going to keep this 4/3. We're going to change this division to times. And then we're going to flip, reciprocal. That's another word. 3/20. Good. And it's KK said, divide 4 into 20. I love it. How do you know how do you know, wait, what do you say? How do you know why to off? I'm not sure about the question. Keep, change, flip. Oh, that's a great question. We know to keep, change, flip whenever we're dividing fractions. Never when you multiply fractions, only when you divide fractions. Because you can't divide fractions, you have to change them to multiplication. So that's when you know when to keep, change, flip. Wonderful question. So now we're going to divide this by 4. Good. So this goes to 1, and then we're going to divide this by 4. 20 divided by 4 goes to 5. Now, does anybody see what else we can cross simplify? No, this is not for the high set. It's for the Hesi. Threes. Yes. Exodus. Yes. 3. CM. Perfect, you guys. These threes can also cancel out. And we can do 3 divided by 3, which will just be 1. And 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So 1 times 1 gives us 1. And then 1 times 5 gives us 5. Now remember, we did all this work for just this first part. So we still have to drop down this right here. So we're going to say times 11 over 9. Okay. So now we're going to, we don't have, I looked, we don't have anything we can cross simplify. So now we're going to multiply across. So 1 times 11 gets us 11. And 5 times 9 gets us 45. And since the numerator is smaller than the denominator, the top is smaller than the bottom, we know that's it. Can we reduce because 11 can't reduce because 11 is a prime? Perfect. Yep. 11 is a prime, so it can't reduce. Good. All right, let's go to the next. Okay. Now my question is on this one. Wait, it says that, wait, we leave 1 and 1 out. No, we don't leave it out. It's just basically saying 1 times 1, and that's how we got the 1. And then 1 times 5. So it's still there. But, I mean, I guess you could leave it at 1 times anything is just anything. So do we keep, change, flip here? Is this a keep, change, flip? Yes or no? What do you guys say? No, no. Thank you, Royal, for the rose. No, no. Exactly. It is not because we are multiplying. So what we're going to do is when we multiply, we just multiply across. Thank you, Simply, for the roses. So 8 times 4 is 32. And then 3 times 3 is 9. Now we're going to drop, because those, what we did here gave us this. And then we're going to drop down our division, 20 over 7. All right. Now, oh, somebody asked a question. Does it matter if you multiply first or divide? Exodus, that is a great question. Yes, it does. Because in order of operations, you might have heard of PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, and division. But what most people get wrong is this is from left to right. Always. So that's why we started here with the division, because we go from left to right whenever you have multiplying and division. That's a great question. And then Tall said, now you keep, change, flip. Wonderful. Keep, change, flip. Because we're dividing. Remember, we cannot divide fractions. So we do 32 over 9 times, flip this, reciprocal. Yep, great question. 7 over 20. Whew, right? Okay, these some big numbers. Now, can we simplify? I saw Vendetta said I got 44 over 180. Wait, did you say that? Oh, 144? 1 and 44 over 180. I love it. Okay, we're going to check that. Yes. You can also use, simplify. Good. So we can simplify here, right? What can we take out of 32 and 20? Can we use 10? No, because 10 won't go into 32 evenly. Four. Good. Yes, it is 4 here. So we're going to divide this by 4, and we're going to divide this by 4. Okay. So 32 divided by 4 is going to give us 8. I'm rewriting. This 9 stays the same times 7 over, and then 20 divided by 4 is going to give me 5. Okay. Now we can multiply across. So 8 times 7 is, what is that? Ooh, brain fart. What is 8 times 7, you guys? Can somebody tell me? 9 times 5 is 45. If 8 times 8 is 64 minus 8, what is that? 56? Thank you. Yes, 56. Ooh, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, it's like, I'm a math teacher, right? But it's like the simple math be getting me. And it's like, I could do all this high level algebra, calculus, and then it'd be like, wait, what's 8 times 7? It's crazy how the brain works. I do the same exact. Asa said they do the same exact. I know, it's crazy. Good. So 56 over 45. Now, we cannot leave this. Good. Somebody said, can we change it into a mixed number? We must change this into a mixed number. Because I know on the Hesi test, they only give you answers like this, which proper fractions, or mixed numbers. So we're going to do that. I'm going to scoot it over here. So we're going to do, we take the denominator, the bottom, divided by 56. So we can only fit 145 into 56. Okay. So 1 goes into 1 times 45 is 45. And then we're going to subtract. So 5 minus 4 is 1. And then 6 minus 5 is 1. So we have 11 left over. So we say 1 and 11 over 45. Now, okay, I want to go back to what Vendetta said, because Vendetta said 1 and 44 over 180. So I want to see, is this the same as this? Do you guys think this is the same as this? 14 HRXA said yes. Tall said yes. Honey, it says, do you have to do more steps? No, this is your answer right here. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. So I'm not believing. So you guys are all saying yes, right? But for somebody that doesn't see, it's like, this don't look the same as this. Yes, good. I got not sure. No. Okay. So for the people that are not sure, no, how can I make this the same as this? Ooh, Mr. Nolan said 11 times 4 and 45 times 4. I love it. I absolutely love it. So Mr. Nolan said, what times what gives us 44? Well, 4 times 11. And what times what gets us 180? 4 times 45 gets us 180. So what we're doing is we're canceling out these 4s. And we're left with 11 over 45. See, there's nothing wrong with just multiplying it straight, like multiplying it here. But what I'm saying is, oh, sorry, you guys can't see, right? Thank you, girl, for the rose. If you get in the habit of cross-simplifying right away, then you don't have to worry about doing this extra step here because it's already done here. So it's just different ways, but it's however your brain works. But if you get in the habit of doing this right away, it's less steps. Okay. Oh, you need major help with conversions? Okay. I got to plan that next week then to do a live. I think I do have conversions somewhere on here. No, not in this book. One of my books, I have just straight conversions. Yeah. All right. So let's look at number 3. Okay, so 18 over 11 times 11 over 3. Do we have to use the keep, change, flip on this? Thank you for all the follows. Can everybody take a second just to double tap their screen for me, please? Can we get up to 10K likes? No, not yet. No, yes. Ooh, Not yet? No? Okay. So remember, when you multiply, you do not use keep, change, flip. The only reason why we're doing keep, change, flip is because we cannot divide fractions. We have to change them to multiplying. But since this is already multiplying, we just can see if we can cross simplify. Good. So TR said simplify. Wonderful. So I can simplify here and here. Hey, Sarah. Thank you for joining on. That's my other fellow teacher. That's awesome. So 11 and 11 cancel because 11 divided by 11 is 1. So we can put 1 here and 1 here. Okay. Now, I think I saw somebody say, what about 18 and 3? Can we cross simplify here? 18 divided by 3 or divide and 3 divided by 3. Perfect. 18 divided by 3 and 3 divided by 3. Perfect. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay. Over 1 times 1 over 3 divided by 3 just goes to a 1. So technically, did I need to write this? No. I don't really need to write this, but I'm taking it step by step, okay? So 6 times 1 gets me 6. Over 1 times 1 gets me 1. Now I'm going to drop down this divided by 16 over 5. Okay. All right, so now keep, change, flip. Okay, good. Yes, I see those keep, change, flips coming in. So we're going to do 6 over 1 times 5 over 16. Now, I have a question for you guys. Can I cross simplify here? Do they have anything in common? Nay said yes. Okay, what can I cross out? What can I cross simplify by? Yam said yes. I see those yeses. Okay, Mr. Nolan said 2. I love it. Yes. So this, if I divide this by 2 and I divide this by 2, 6 divided by 2 is going to give me 3. 16 divided by 2 is going to give me 8. And then we're going to do 3 times 5 is 15 over 1 times 8 is 8. Can I leave it like this though? That's the question. Can this be my answer? Ooh, S4 said 1 and 7/8. No. Good. No. We need to simplify this to a mixed number. So remember, you go 8 goes into 15. How many 8s can we fit into 15? 1. And then we're going to minus 8. So I don't like subtracting, so I'm going to always think of this. 8 plus what gets me 15? Well, 8 plus 2 gets me 10, and then I need 5 more, so it's going to be 7. Okay. And then we do 1 and 7/8. Good. So I see those 7s coming in. Yeah. And this is our beautiful answer. So good. Wonderful. Okay, so let's jump into some where we're only doing whole numbers and proper fractions here. Okay. So again, I need help with the shapes, please. Okay. What are you doing with the shapes? Thank you for all the follows, you guys. So we have 5 divided by 2/3. Can I divide here? Slide down, can't see. Can you see it now? Is that good? Good. We have to keep the division. Good. So we have to keep this We have to keep, change, flip. So every whole number can be over 1, okay? So we could put this as 5 over 1. We're going to change this to times, and then we're going to flip this to 3 over 2. And then we're going to multiply. So 5 times 3 gets me 15, and 1 times 2 gets me 2. Now I have this, but I have to change it to a mixed number. So you could do 2 into 15. Well, 2 goes into 15 how many times? Oh, you're so welcome. Ooh, somebody said Miss Taylor, so I know they got to know me. What up, what up? 7, good. So we have 7 times 2 is 14. And then we have 1 left over, 7 and 1/2. Beautiful. Mr. Nolan, I saw that in there. Wonderful, you guys. Oh, hey, Jamarcus. Happy Friday. Oh, okay. So, I know you would love for me to do calculus, but this calculus is never on the Hesi test. And I did label this Hesi, so I want to stick with the Hesi people today. But when I do a live for calculus, most definitely join me then, okay? Thank you, Dee, so much for the roses. All right, so let's look at this one, you guys. So we're going to keep, change, flip, right? So we're going to keep this 3 over 5, and then we're going to change this to times. Now, does anybody know how we flip this? Yes, I do ACT. Oh, thank you for the kitten, Monica. I do ACT, but I really thought a lot of people were done with ACT since April 15th. But if more people need it, I will get back on it. 1/6. Ooh, beautiful. Remember, this is why I said every whole number can be written with a 1 underneath. So when we flip this, we can flip it to 1 over 6. Hey, Jacob. Who's Jacob? Thank you, us, for the roses. So now we can flip this to 1 over 6. And then can we cross simplify anywhere? It just depends how many people are requesting Hesi. I usually try to do Hesi once a week, ASVAB once a week, and then it just depends on what people want. Good, 3 and the 6, beautiful, 3 and the 6. So we can divide this by 3, and we can divide this by 3. So 3 divided by 3 gives us 1, and then 6 divided by 3 gives us 2. So 1 times 1 gets us 1, and then 5 times 2 gets us 10. And this is our answer. Thank you, Mr. Nolan. Yes, trauma. I do. I'm going to start reposting my lives back on my YouTube channel whenever I go live. So be expecting that. I know I got a lot to download this weekend and upload for next week. Oh, tell Carlos I said hi too. So yes, I'm going to start posting all my lives back on my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is Impact Math 19, and there should be a link in my profile. So let's look at number 3, you guys. Now this right here is where we say, ooh, gets a little intense, right? Because even me having a calculator, that can help with the basics, but it's not going to help with how to solve this. So what we're going to have to do first is change these into an improper fraction. And how we do this is we do 15, we take this denominator, we times it by the whole number, and we add it to the numerator. And we put that all over our denominator, which is 15. Okay. And we're going to keep this dividing. And we're going to do the same thing as this. Somebody said, what grade does this? I think this is like 5th grade or 4th grade. One of those. So now we're going to do 15 times 1. And we're going to add the numerator 2. And we keep it all over the 15. So, oh, somebody said 4th grade. Okay, yep. So 15 times 3 is 45. And then we do 45. I'm going to do it step by step, okay? So 15 times 3 is 45 plus 4 over 15. And then 45 plus 4 gives us 49 over 15. Okay. Now this side, 15 times 1 is 15. And we add the 2. And then 15 plus 2 gets us 17 over 15. And now, oops, you guys can't see. Now that we have fractions, we can do our keep, change, flip. And you know what's crazy is this is like 4th grade, but I see why so many people forget this, because you never use this stuff in high school. And then it's like you give me a college test trying to get into the nursing program or the respiratory therapy or dental hygienist. And then it's like, I haven't done this stuff since 4th grade. You know, it's like, yeah, or some people say they don't remember it. So it's all a money. How many people can we get to fail? 15 over 17. Yep. See, some people are saying so true. Yes. Good. So now what can we simplify? Can we simplify anything? Oh, good. Somebody said they're doing this now with their 4th grader. Oh, okay. Yes. Hey, Ty. Scoot it down. Okay. I don't know, like, am I going the wrong way? This way? Scoot it down this way? Can you guys see it okay or no? Good. Renardo said 15 and 15. In California, it's 5th grade. Yeah. Okay. It just depends on the state, I guess. Because I have some people in Florida, and my 5th grader, usually I stick with 6th grade and up, but I tutored, like it's like a family, but I usually stick with 6th grade and up, but I decided to be on edge and take a 5th grader. And I'm like, I should not limit myself to only tutoring 6th grade and up. You guys, I'll be putting so many limitations on myself. Don't we all, though? It's really crazy. But 49 times 1 gives us 49. And then 1 times 17. And in Florida, he was doing this type of math. Okay. Oh, that's why people are saying push it up, because they can't see it through the comments. Oh, I get it now. Because I'm like, I see it on the screen. What do you mean? Okay, perfect. So can you guys see it now? Is it better? Like you see it through the does that work for everybody? Okay, good. So now we have 49 divided by 17. And then we're going to change. Remember, we cannot leave it like this because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So now we're going to do 17 into 49. So how many 17s can we fit into 49? Two. Somebody said 2, 3. Ooh, somebody said 3. So this is where this is how I would do this if I was on the test. I would get this, right? And I would put 49 divided by 17. So I have a 2 here. So I know it's going to be 2 whole numbers. And then I would say, well, 17 doubled. I don't know that off the top of my head. So I do 17 times 2 gives me 34. So then I will put 34 down here. Okay. And remember, you're not going to have a graphing calculator like this, but you are going to be able to do the very basics, which I've just been doing, the very basics. And then 49 minus 34 gives me 5 and 1. And then so I'm going to have 15 over what you're dividing by, 17. And this is our mixed number. Ooh, so somebody says it's 3. Well, let's see. Because if we do 17 times 3, we would get 51. 51 is bigger than 49. So that's why it can't be 3. Because this will be 51 and then it would be too much under there. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, we on the last page, you guys, before we get to some multiple choice questions on the Hesi test. Okay. Yep, our last one. So here, okay, and now we're going to addition, subtraction, so multiplying here. Let's look at this first one. So can anybody tell me, where do we start with number 1? Oh, thank you, Addie. Bracket, add fractions. Good. Okay. Yes, the parentheses. Perfect. So we're going to add these fractions. Now, this is where it's like, man, you need the same denominator. Exactly. Whenever you add fractions, you have to have the same bottom number. So how do I make this 2 become this same number over here, 6? Good. Blanquita said 1/2 turns into 3/16. Good. So everybody said multiply by 3. Chosen said multiply by 3. I love it. So I'm going to multiply this top and bottom by 3. Because whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So 3 times 1 gets me 3. And then 2 times 3 gets me 6. And I have plus 1 over 6. Now, since I have the same denominator, oh, somebody said, why 3? Well, I wanted this 2 to go to 6. The only way I can make a 2 go to 6 is if I multiply 2 times 3. That's what makes it go to 6. I hope that, does that make sense? Or does that help? So 3 plus 1 gives us 4. And remember, when you add fractions, the denominator stays the same. Okay. Good, good. Great question. So now I'm going to drop down this minus and I'm going to drop down this 1. Okay, so this right here gives a lot of people a headache because it's like, okay, what do I do with this, right? It's 1 minus 4, 6. What am I doing with this? Turn the fraction into a whole number. So the whole number, how can I make this whole number a fraction? Ooh, somebody said 0.333. But if I have it in fraction form, is it 0.333? Ooh, I don't even know if it's 0.333. I'm gonna see though. Make it 1 over 1. Perfect. Every whole number you can put over 1. And then again, whenever we add or subtract fractions, we have to have the same denominator. So 1 times what can give me the same number over here? Well, 1 times 6. Because I need this 1 to go to a 6. So if I need the 1 to go to a 6, the only way I can change 1 to 6 is if I multiply it by 6. So I get 6 over 6 minus 4 over 6. And then 6 minus 4 gets me 2 over, remember this stays the same as 6. Oh, I see why you got the 0.333 now. Okay, good. So we get 2 6. The answer is 1/3. 2 6 or 1/3. Can we keep it like this? Simplify over 1 over 3. Perfect. Yes. How do I simplify to 1 over 3? Simplify? No, it's not simplified because I have an even over even. So how do we reduce it to 1 over 3? Divide by 3, Brooke. Yes. Good, Ty. Yes, divide top and bottom by what they both have in common, which is a 2. So 2 divided by 2 gets me 1. 6 divided by 2 gets me 3. And that is how we get to 1/3. Wonderful, you guys. Good, good, good. All right. Let's transition to number 2. Somebody said, okay, period. Yes. We did that. Good. So we have 3/4 times 2 1/2. Um, I would love to do slope algebra, but slope is not on the Hesi test. And since I really made this live for the Hesi, I'm gonna stick with the topics on the Hesi for tonight. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, because I want to give time for the people that have been asking for Hesi. So, when can we do basic trig? Ty, that's what I'm talking about. I was just doing trig with my class this week. I'm gonna jump on tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but I am gonna be posting some videos, so I'll put a timer on the videos that I post tomorrow, and then you'll know. And I could most definitely we could do slope and trig tomorrow, you guys, if you could have time. Okay, so 3/4 times 2 1/2. Remember, whenever you're given a mixed number, we have to change it to an improper. So we're going to do 2 times 2 plus 1, multiply, add, and it's always over the denominator, which is 2. And we're going to times that by 3/4. Okay. Oh, I know I haven't done my GED test, people, in a long time. You guys, I got to get back on it. I'm coming back, though. I'm feeling so much better. I thought I was like sick. And then I found I was pregnant and it's like, oh man, this is a true blessing in disguise, especially when you thought you was done, okay? After baby number 3. But this time I'm really going to be done because I'm going to make sure I'm done. Thank you, Shorty. Thank you. So said me too. Oh man, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Dangerous. Thank you, you guys. So 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 gives us 5 over 2. Okay. And I have a question here. Do we have to do the keep, change, flip? Thank you, user. Okay, Brandon. Okay. Said you need help with your DEG test? No. Wonderful. Good. No, because we're multiplying. We're not dividing. So we're going to multiply straight across. So we're going to do 3 times 5 is 15. And then 4 times 2 is 8. And then we're going to bring down this times 4/5 because we never use this. So we're bringing it down. Now, can we cross simplify here? Okay, user said they need help with the GED too. All right. So for sure, you guys, I will be doing a GED live. Yes, no. Ooh, can we cross simplify anywhere? Yeah. 5 divided by 15. I love it. Yes, 5 divided by 15. So we're going to divide this by 5 and divide this by 5. So 15 divided by 5 gets me 3 times 5 divided by 5 gets me 1. Now, does anybody see anything else we can cross simplify? 8 and 4. Good, yes. So we can divide this by 4 and divide this by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we're going to get 3 times 1 gets us 3, and 2 times 1 gets us 2. So we get 3/2. Now, what is this as a mixed number? Does anybody know? Think about money. If we had to split $3, how much is each of us getting? Ooh, 75 cents. $1.50. $1.50. $1.00. $1.50. So, like, take it back to, okay, my mama gave me and my brother $3. We go into the store. We about to buy some candy. You can't let your brother eat up your money, right? So you got to know how much you're getting. You're getting $1.50, right? But how much is 50 cents? How much is 50 cents when we think about as far as a fraction? Does anybody know? A half. Yes. So this is 1.5. 1.5. Because 0.50 is always equal to a half. Okay. And that's something that I would just, like, if you have kids, when you start teaching them about money, quarters, when we think about 0.25, please have them know it's 1/4. When we think about 75 cents, how much is 75 cents? Oh, thank you, Addie, for the roses. Ada. Oh, I'm murdering your name. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, thank you. Does anybody know how much 75 cents is as a fraction? Yes, I will post this on my YouTube channel. Yep. No? Okay, so let's talk about this, right? Because this is very important. If 1/4 is 1/4, good, Joyce said 3/4. Wonderful. Then how many quarters do we have in 75? Well, we have 3/4. So it's 3/4. And this fractions you use all the time in real life, like money wise, as far as like you'll see this in measurements when you're cooking. Thank you so much, Monica, for the flowers. So if you can just stress this to your kids when when you have your kids, when you're making a pizza, say cut to me. I have to go pick up my babies from daycare. So I would cut this and say, cut this in half, have them start cutting it in half. Then say, oh, actually, I want 1/4. So then say, oh, cut this in fourths. So how are they going to cut it? And this is like what you do in everyday life, and it will just start applying. I hope you guys following me. Parents, caregivers, this will be really good practice for the babies, okay? All right, you guys. I do have to run to go get my baby so I don't get charged an extra fee. But thank you for joining me tonight. I will be on sometime tomorrow. Don't know the time yet, but I will planning on getting on. You guys have a happy Friday night. Be blessed, and I will catch you later. Bye, you guys.